Well, now that we've talked about Bubsy, why don't we talk about the second and last game that actually got me excited at Gamescom? And it was a game I wasn't really expecting to be excited for. Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. Okay, a few things. One, this trailer looked amazing. And two, the trailer really caught me off guard because when I first watched it, I thought it was going to be a Batman version of, well, the Skywalker saga. Where, you play through, like, the Batman, where you play through all of the Batman movies. So, you start off with, obviously, like, Tim Burton's Batman from 1989 and go all the way to Matt Reeves' The Batman and from 2022. No, it turns out I'm wrong. On the way it's handled here is that it's basically its own self-contained story, but they're gonna recreate famous moments from not only the movies but also the comic books, the TV shows, and the other Batman video games. Mostly the Arkham games, I want to say. Speaking of Arkham, yeah, it looks like this game is inspired by the Arkham franchise. Which, you know what? Thank you. Thank you. I don't think I'm surprising anyone by saying this, but the Lego games have been kind of stale since 2013, I want to say. Not that I hate them or anything, but it's just like after Lego Batman 3, it's like, we kind of want something different. And Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga was a good start to something different, but it still wasn't perfect. Like, it still wasn't great. I mean, no game is perfect at the end of the day, but you get what I mean when I say it's not perfect. I mean it could be better. Well, it looks like Lego Batman The Dark Knight Legacy has heard my calls. So, basically, the way things are being handled here is that, well, like I said, it plays a lot like the Batman Arkham games. To the point where it's actually an open world. And it looks like they're taking inspiration from games like Arkham City, Origins and Knight, rather than Arkham Asylum, which makes more sense because Arkham Asylum really isn't an open world game. It's more of a Metroidvania type of game. While the sequels are open world games. Arkham Origins Blackgate doesn't count. Shut up. So, not only are we getting a new Batman Arkham style game here, but we also have over 7 playable characters. We've got Batman himself, obviously. I mean, his name's in the fucking title after all. We also got Robin, duh, obviously. But we also got Batgirl, Catwoman, and Commissioner Gordon, and Talia al Ghul, and who's the other one? Give me a minute, guys.
A few minutes later.
And we also have Nightwing. I am so sorry that I am so sorry, hardcore Nightwing fans, that I forgot about Nightwing. Usually I keep forgetting that I keep forgetting that Nightwing is even a thing, because, when I say Robin, I usually kind of mean Richard Grayson half the time. I keep forgetting about Tim Drake and Jason Todd and Damian Wayne. I am so sorry. I know a lot of hardcore Batman fans are watching this video right now, screaming at me and go like, "How dare you forget that!" They're clearly not going to be happy with me after seeing this video, but yeah, those are going to be our 7 playable characters. We also have a bunch of villains. We have the Joker, obviously, but we also have people like the Penguin and Bane. And because we also have the League of Shadows in there, I'm going to assume that Ra's al Ghul is also going to be one of the villains we're going to fight. I mean, it does make sense, seeing how they're not seeing how, like, the beginning of the trailer clearly takes inspiration from Batman Begins. So I have a feeling that Ra's al Ghul is definitely going to be a villain we're going to fight. Now, the question is, because when it comes to League of Shadows, they're clearly taking inspiration from the Dark Knight trilogy here, who's going to be the main villain? Is it going to be Ra's or is it going to be Bane? Because the end of the trailer implies that Bane might be the main villain, but then again, I think I might be over-exaggerating. We don't know who the main villain is going to be here. Now, I know a lot of people are going to jump to the conclusion that the Joker is the main villain, but guys, the Joker has appeared in other Batman games where he is not the main bad guy, okay? Just because the Joker is in it, that does not mean he's going to be the villain. And, I mean, I could be wrong, maybe he is the villain, but for the way the trailer is handled, I highly doubt that's the case. I think what's going to happen is that it's going to be kind of similar to the Sam Raimi Spider-Man games. To where, like, there are other villains, like, in there, and there are other villains in there, but the ones that you expect to be somewhat the main villain aren't really the main villain because it doesn't really make sense in terms of the movie that the game is based on. I mean, I don't... you know what I mean. I doubt that the Joker will be the main villain this time around because the trailer doesn't really highlight him as the main villain. Like I said, I could be wrong. The game is not coming out until next fucking year. My god, do we really have to wait that long? By the way, this is a joke. Actually take all the time you need, developers. And if let's say the game is not ready to the point where you need to delay it to 2028, go ahead, it makes sense. For the love of God, people watching this video, do not pressure anyone working on this game to rush it and crunch for time. Please don't. Please fucking don't. That is very scummy. I honestly hate it when people say, like, if the game is rushed and crunched for time, that means it shows more love. No, it doesn't. It doesn't show more love. It either shows that the game makers are incompetent, or maybe the game makers are competent, but the higher-ups are assholes, or maybe the higher-ups are not being assholes, but you idiots are just impatient. Either fucking way, a game being crunched and rushed is never a good sign. Like, yes, I know a game can be rushed and still be good, but that doesn't change the fact that it's a rushed job, okay? I want this game to be good. And I know a lot of people are going to say in the comments, oh, but they can fix the game with patches later on down the line. I get what you're saying, but I'd rather have the game be like I'd rather have the game be at least 70% polished when it comes out, rather than have it be a glitchy ass mess and actually have to wait for patches in order to make it good. So, yeah, it comes out next year, 2026. And like I said, I don't think the Joker will be the main villain. Like I said, the way the trailer ends kind of implies that Bane might be the main villain.
Oh, you think darkness is your ally. You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by... Ah! Who put that there? I could have really hurt myself.
But like I said, I could be wrong, because I remember when Spider-Man PS4 was announced, they were like kind of highlighting Mr. Negative as the villain, but then we got that like was it like E3 of 2018? I want to say, yeah, I think it was E3 of 2018, where it was revealed that Mr. Negative isn't the main villain, because he says because there's a part in that demo where he says, remember, he said not to kill him.
Remember, he said not to kill him.
So, yeah, maybe Bane isn't the main villain here. Also, yes, they are taking inspiration from The Dark Knight Rises here. And I know a lot of people, I know that's gonna piss off a lot of people, because, like, people obviously prefer the Bane from, like, from Batman the Animated Series, from the Batman Arkham games, you know, the Bane that, the Bane that doesn't have that stupid voice. But the reason why I think it works here is because you have to keep in mind, the Lego games are also, when it comes to story, the Lego games are kind of parodies of franchises they're based on. So, which means, like, they're gonna lean more towards comedy than they do drama. So having it be, like, the Dark Knight Rises version of Bane, and because of that stupid voice, and having it be played for laughs does work here. It's kind of like what they did in the Lego Batman movie from 2017 and in the Harley Quinn show, where he always talks like this. And I know that there are going to be some people that think they're taking inspiration from the Harley Quinn show. I don't think they are, because A, the Harley Quinn show wasn't really the first one to make fun of it. Like I said, the Lego Batman movie made fun of it first. But also, because, like, give me a minute. But also because, like, in the trailer, they show that this Bane is just as intelligent as he is in The Dark Knight Rises and in the comics, while the Bane in the Harley Quinn show was a complete fucking idiot. So, yeah, like, I do think it works here. I also still find it funny how Bane is, like, massive in the trailer when Tom Hardy really wasn't that big in the movie. It's like, oh my god. He either went to the gym or he took steroids. Either way, he clearly looks way bigger than he did in the movie. Hello, ongoing from the future here. I also forgot to mention that not only are they recreating certain famous moments from almost everything Batman, but they're also, but when it comes to the character designs, they're kind of like taking inspiration by mixing it up. Like, they are how do I put this? Like, Commissioner Gordon is clearly modelled after Jeff Wright's version of the character from the Batman. And Catwoman is meant to be a mix of the Batman Returns Catwoman, but also the Matt Reeves The Batman Catwoman as well. Oh. So, yeah, they're mixing designs up. So that's the reason why Bane looks like... That's the reason why Dark Knight Rises Bane looks bigger than he should, is because it's meant to be a mix of the Dark Knight Rises design and his comic design. So, yeah, that's on me. That's on me. You can scream at me in the comments for that. I am sorry. Also, enough about Bane and all that, but there are also going to be something that the Lego games are finally giving people that they have been asking for over 2 decades now. There is going to be a difficulty system. Right now, there are only 2 difficulty modes confirmed. Cape Crusader and Dark Knight. Now, I think Cape Crusader is basically going to be the easy mode, and Dark Knight will be like the normal mode. Now, will there be a 3rd difficulty mode? Maybe, maybe not. So, like, maybe, like, if there is only 2 difficulty modes, I have a feeling it'll be similar to something like Sonic Forces, where, like, normal mode, where it's, like, normal mode and hard mode, no easy mode, where, like, and I have a feeling that Cape Crusader mode is basically, like, you know, is basically, like, you respawn, like, where you just were after you die. But, like, Dark Knight mode might have it where, like, it spawns you a bit further back, like, back at the checkpoint. If that's the case, I think that would be fantastic, because, like, that's also another reason why I stopped playing the Lego games for a while, was because they were just too fucking easy. I know that's rich coming from me, because I play the easy mode on games when I do Let's Plays on them. Ha 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 ha, I get that. But you have to keep in mind that I'm not that great at games, and even then, it really depends on what type of game I'm playing. And if it's something like Sonic Frontiers or like the Batman Arkham games, yeah, I'm gonna play on easy mode on those games. But that's because I can at least still get a bit of a challenge. I'm not gonna play easy mode on Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart though. The reason being is because you're actually fucking invincible in that mode. Which, no. Don't get me wrong, I love Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, but the fact that the easy mode is basically a can't die unless you jump off a cliff mode is fucking stupid. I honestly hate that. Now, I don't know if they have patched that out or not. They might have, for all I know, but I highly doubt it. I'm not saying that a can't die mode shouldn't be a thing in a game, but I think a can't die mode should only be unlocked through a cheat code, not given to you. It should not be handed to you on a plate like it's a silver fucking platter or something. It should not be like that, alright? Like, yes, easy mode is meant to be easy, but it's not meant to be insultingly easy. Like, holy shit. I know a lot of people make fun of, like, Sonic Forces... not Sonic Forces, there! I know a lot of people make fun of Sonic Frontiers, like, being way too easy no matter what mode you fucking pick. But at least you're not fucking invincible in the easy mode! Anyway, back to Lego Batman and The Dark Knight Legacy. Yeah, so, it's an open world game, and you know what? I can say it, we are finally getting that Dark Knight game! Okay, I have a feeling I might have pissed off a bunch of hardcore fans of the Dark Knight trilogy by saying that. I am sorry, I did not mean to go there. It was a joke. Please take the joke. Please take it as a joke. Also, the trailer looks fantastic. And the comedy, even though it's not the best, I will admit, there were a few parts where I laughed. Like, apparently, one of the finishing moves is that you're gonna hit someone in the head with a frying pan. Okay, yeah, that is good. Now, I know a lot of people are going to look at this trailer and go like, oh my god, Batman's killing people! Which, it's a fucking Lego game, alright? Calm down. He really isn't killing people. But I won't deny, it is fucking hilarious seeing Batman, you know, the superhero being famous to have a no-kill rule, just brutally rip these people apart, or Lego or not. It's just fucking hilarious to me. That's always been funny to me ever since I was a kid. Because I remember playing, like, the first Lego Batman game when I was, like, 8 years old. Oh, back in 2009. And before you say, yes, I know the game came out in 2008, I just didn't play until 2009, alright? So you don't need to correct me, thank you very much. But yeah, I remember when I first played that game when I was 8 years old, back in 2009. I remember, because I was already familiar with Batman. I mean, who wasn't familiar with Batman by that point? And I just remember, like, beating up criminals and then just seeing them fucking explode into Lego pieces. And I just went like, oh my god, Batman's killing people! Because, like, you know, I knew Batman had a no-kill rule, so it was just completely out of nowhere for me. Yeah, I'm excited for this game. I can't wait to play it. Now, even though it comes out next year, and assuming it doesn't get delayed, because honestly, I would not be surprised if it's another Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga situation, where it's announced to come out next year, but then we end up not getting it for another 3 years. Okay? Like, don't be surprised if that happens. I would not be surprised if it ends up getting delayed, but who knows? I could be wrong. But if it is coming out next year, I want to say it'll probably be around like July of 2026 or October, like July at the earliest and October at the latest. I can't see the game coming out like extremely early. I can't see it coming out in like February or like April or anything. I can't see that. I could be wrong. But I think because it's Batman, they are probably going to want to aim for, like, a summer or, like, Halloween type of release. Because, as with a few exceptions, a lot of Batman projects usually come out in the summer. Or October time, because that just fits more with Batman. But yeah, I could be wrong. Hell, I could be extra wrong. Maybe they could change their minds and release it in November of this year. I'm joking. That's not gonna happen. That is not gonna happen. And alright. Well, please like, subscribe, and I guess I'll see you guys next time.